This is Taylor Cunningham for the Tiny Tot English Pleasure. For the sake of these pleasure classes, I awarded up to 10 points per gait. So up to 10 points for the walk, first direction and second direction, trot, first direction and second direction, and stop and back. So total, the riders could gain up to 60 points. So we're going to start with Miranda, who was awarded 47 points. These two riders were really close, had a lot of the same consistencies. Where this horse got a little bit higher in my placings was that just a little more forward, which is something we look for in an English horse. As you see, he or she has a ground covering walk. Just real fluid. This horse is super consistent. Would like to see this horse collect a little better. He does try to trot down in his head at times, but like here we get trotting in our hollow in our back and not dropping down in the bridle. But still, forward trot. The horse pretty much stays this way the entire time. Would like to see Miranda get her legs underneath of her
reverse at the trot
better, which would help with this where we're having problems keeping on one diagonal. Seems like her right stirrup to me is longer than her left stirrup. Would be something to look at. The same thing, the horse stays consistent in his cadence and how he holds himself. Horse tracks up behind.
Extend your trot.
This one opts to extend their trot. We do see more forward motion. There's spots here where we do have an extended trot where the horse is tracking up in front. Same thing this direction, just a real forward ground covering walk, but still flat footed. So biggest thing for Miranda is I'd like to work on seeing you get a little bit more consistent with your leg, which would help your posting get more consistent, which will also help your horse out. But that working on really getting that horse to pick its belly up so its head will go down or the horse will be more collected. But overall, nice job. Very consistent. Then we have Serene.
And at the walk.
Same thing, this is just really consistent. The horse is a little short as far as tracking up goes at the walk, but still a forward ground covering walk. Same thing for Serene's horse. I'd like to see this horse pick up at its belly button more and drop down into the bridle. And this is where the difference comes in, is this horse is a little more inconsistent at the trot as far as ground covering goes. Now we're starting to lose some forward motion. We started out with good forward motion where we were tracking up good, and now we're kind of getting into like a Western pleasure drag more so than the hunter under saddle trot. But horse is very tentative, has good expression.
And walk. Reverse.
Stays right in the bridle that first direction. So the horse's frame really never changes.
And continue at the walk.
Get a little jiggy at the walk there when we reverse. But still a good ground covering walk. It's a little jiggy again on us. Wanting to trot off there.
Let's trot.
And then when we go up to trot, the horse kind of throws his head. Same thing, just not, horse doesn't track up really good. So what I'd like Serene to work on is getting her horse more collected and driving up a little bit more forward motion up into her bridle. I think that'd make a really big difference here. But she does a really good job through the horse's little fits here, controlling her horse, and has a really nice stop and really clean back. So she's on the right track, a lot of positive, just a couple things there, get that horse a little bit more collected and down in that bridle, and I think that would help her out tremendously.